Hey, what's up everyone? It's X-Granator here. This is one of my first videos I'm going to be uploading to my YouTube channel, so I'm going to try to make it interesting. I'm going to be doing a review on this product right here, the 15-inch MacBook Pro with... Yeah. Wait, is this the right one? Yes, it is. This one right here, the 15-inch MacBook Pro. It should be 2.6. That's what I have. Nope, here, let's just jump into it here. This is what I'm getting, or this is what I have right now. The MacBook Pro with a 2.6 gigahertz quad-core Intel i7 processor, turbo boost up to 3.8 gigahertz, and a 1 terabyte, whatever that is, flash storage. I got the Apple USB Super Drive, which I don't know why they call it Super Drive. It's not really all that fast, but it works. And that doesn't really matter though. So yeah, this is the setup I have. This is the computer specifications I'm doing really the review on, if that makes any sense at all. Um, yeah, so let's get into the video and how well this computer performs. Let's close that out here. Safari quit. Alright, so typically people think as MacBook Pros as being a pretty a fair gaming computer. Let's go with fair, because they are pretty fair gaming computers. Well, in this case, this is a pretty damn good gaming computer. I don't know how well I don't know how well the games will perform now as I'm recording, because I'm using up a bit of video RAM in that. Apparently, according to the CPU monitor, you'll see later in the video. But anyway, if say I were not recording and I'm just using it normally to play games, on Minecraft, for example, let's actually jump into that. Typically, when I play Minecraft without recording, I get somewhere around minimum 100 to a max of 300 frames a second. If I'm in a cave, let's say, then I get 300 because there's not much really to render. But when I'm outside, above the ground and all that, I get around 100 to 200 frames a second, depending on what I'm doing. I'm going to leave this in windowed mode so you can see these monitors up here, how they work. Not so much of that or that, but really just the RAM and CPU. So let's jump into this. Alright, so here's my hardcore world, just standing up on top of my farm here. Let's jump in the frames per second. So right now, as you can see, I'm getting 70, 80-ish. Well, I did in the beginning. Nope, now it's 60. That's awesome. You know what I'll do? I'll use a camera and video the computer screen, getting what it's, let's say, like default really FPS would typically be, if that makes any sense. Again, it's early in the morning. Sorry for any grammatical errors I may give. So that's the frames per second. Let's change up the settings a bit. Well, they actually are on unlimited, so unlimited should give me around that 200 frames a second typically, but of course that doesn't work because I'm recording. Let's bring up the video settings up to a render distance of 16 chunks. It doesn't really fluctuate that much, once again, because it can handle this pretty darn well. So let's go over here. Get something to eat. That tree, this just bothers me. I have to discuss this real quick. This tree right here, that little stump left up there, that's been there since I first got this hardcore world going. You're probably hearing the fans now through this audio recording. Oh well. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so this tree has been here since I first started out this hardcore world, before I even built this house. Like, I just planted the tree, it grew that big, and I never bothered to cut it down all the way. You know what, let's get it done. Let's have this, actually, let's not cut it down, because I don't feel like it right now. This is a review. I'll do Minecraft gameplay videos later in the YouTube channel series, I guess you could say. So let's jump from Minecraft. Let's go over to the Call of Duty. Do some tests on that. Let's show before I get into the gameplay here. The video settings are pretty maxed. Not really maxed, but they're pretty high up there. Really high resolution. That's typical aspect ratio you'd want for best squeezed in image. Pretty compact pixel layout, whatever you want to call it. This, for whatever reason, cannot go any higher than normal. Same with these. But these to me are pretty good. I mean, this is not on automatic. These are manual, and I put it to extra. Extra is the highest you can go, right after high. Trillionaire is right after the billionaire, so you don't need to apply that because I didn't change anything. Let's go. Let's not join a server because everyone knows Call of Duty Online, unless you're pro, on PC at least, or Mac, it kind of stinks, especially with trackpad. So I'm just going to make my own so that way we don't just get shot and die. Let's go to auto assign, doesn't matter. Heavy gunner. Typically in here, I'd say I get somewhere around 60 or over 50 to 70 frames a second on this without recording. Maybe a bit higher. I'm not sure. I haven't tested. I'm not sure how to bring up that little thing that shows up here. But while recording, this isn't that bad actually. While recording, but get some tests on that with the debris flying out of the wall, and it's pretty good. It has 2 gigs of video RAM. Actually, I forgot to show the specifications on this model, just so I could show you that they do match up with the others. So bad packets. Not sure why that is. Oh, correct. I'm hosting the server. So let's just do some of those flashbang grenade test things. Alright, perfect. No lag. Great. Okay. Let's quit Call of Duty. Alright. Now, what's the next test I was going to show? Some test. Oh, not a test, right. Here's about this Mac. So, 2.6 gigahertz Intel Core i7, 16 gigs of RAM. Let's go more info. Once again, the processor, memory. Here it is. This is what's pretty important right here. The GeForce GT 750M with basically 2 gigs of video RAM. That's pretty good for a MacBook. You don't really see that too much in a MacBook, I don't think. At least my last one wasn't nearly that. I don't even think it had a gigabyte of video RAM. But here's that. I'm going to go system report. Let's pull up a little bit more information about this. Graphics displays. Here we go. I knew it had a second graphics card. The Intel Iris Pro. That's specific for the what is this? Retina display models. So that's pretty cool. It's another gig of added video RAM. Not sure when that really comes into place. I'm pretty sure it's actually right now because I'm on the system UI. Then this is more for the gaming side, 2 gigs of video RAM. So that's pretty much the performance side of gaming on the MacBook Pro 15-inch with Retina display, late 2013 model.